Um, all right, so so welcome to our kickoff meeting for the 2023 CV4Ecology Summer Workshop. We are so excited that all of you guys were here. The selection process was really competitive, so you should all be very proud of yourselves that you kind of were in the top 20 set of all the candidates. And so I think we're going to start by just briefly doing some intros for the leadership team. So myself and Pietro started this school. We did our first session of it last year. Was Pietro's grad student. I'm now an incoming assistant professor at MIT. My lab will focus at the intersection of computer vision and ecology and biodiversity. And I think both of us are really passionate about kind of expanding capacity in this interdisciplinary space and coming up with a good system of tools for making applied computer vision more tractable and accessible and sort of learnable for ecologists. Pietro, do you want to briefly introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Pietro Perona, and I should first state that the school is 99% Sara's doing, both in terms of ideation and realization, with lots of help from other people, but it's she, so I'm here as a guest lead. And I've been in computer vision for a long time, about 35 years maybe, and I've seen an enormous amount of progress. So when I started, there was no application that made any sense, and now applications make a lot of sense and work. And so we are trying to figure out how to democratize our field and make sure that people who need tools from computer vision can learn them quickly and can use them. And so you guys are the second generation, and we are, of course, learning by doing. I think the first year was already fairly well conceived and constructed. This year will be even better. But your contribution to the school is as important as ours. And so what you do while you learn, how you help us help you, will shape the school for years to come. And so I would encourage everyone to take a very active role, both in expressing what they need to do, bringing their data, and also helping us teach you better, more effectively. Thank you.
Thank you, Pietro. And then Caroline, if you can wave. So Caroline Murphy is the lead administrator for the school. And then Xenia, I'm not sure if she's on the call. I didn't see her, but she is from the Resnick Sustainability Institute at Caltech. And they're the ones who provide the funding for the school to happen this year. And then we have three of our of last year's instructors that are not going to continue as instructors this year, but are going to be providing some mentorship. And I don't think any of them could make the meeting, but specifically the point of this is actually like they have some specific sets of knowledge, like, core expertise. And so for some of your projects, we thought it'd be really great to kind of pull in that knowledge because it's very relevant to the projects you're working on. And then we have our set of 8 instructors and TAs for this year. And so I'm going to ask each of you to go through. I'll call you out and briefly introduce yourself. So Bjorn, do you want to start?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Bjorn. I'm currently at the last year of my PhD at MIT, and I'm focusing on machine learning for Earth system modeling. So that includes applying machine learning to weather systems, climate systems, but also to remote sensing data. And also I have some experience in generative AI. So I will be teaching the group with remote sensing projects and with generative AI projects.
Awesome. Suzanne?
Hey everyone, I'm Suzanne. I'm a second year grad student in Pietro's lab. So far, I've worked largely on a project with Sarah, Justin, and others to try to detect, track, and ultimately count fish in sonar videos as they swim upriver from their spawning sites. The goal is to eventually have a tracking system that can count salmon regardless of their background. But yep, that's what I'm working on.
And I don't know if Sam Lapp is here.
I'm here.
Oh, hi, Sam. Cool. There's a lot of people on this Zoom.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sam. I'm a PhD student at the University of Pittsburgh in a lab that does bioacoustics research. So we really focus on the development of tools for applying bioacoustics methods at scale for ecology and conservation. One of my projects is Open Soundscape, which is an open source Python toolkit for machine learning and bioacoustics. And I'll be working mostly with the bioacoustics people, but in general with machine learning.
Awesome. And Justin?
Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Justin. I run a computer vision company called AI.fish. We work on a variety of computer vision applications, mostly in fisheries and marine ecology. And for the last 2 years, I've been working with Pietro's lab on the project that Suzanne mentioned, so detecting and tracking and counting fish. And in the fall, I'll be starting in Sarah's lab. And so I think the people I'm working with this summer are mostly focused on detection and classification of animals in camera traps. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. Shir?
Hi guys, I'm Shir. I'm a PhD student, third year from Tel Aviv University in Israel. I'm co-advised by Roy Holtzman from biology and Shai Vidan from electrical engineering. And I'm sort of focusing on analyzing behavior, rare behaviors, specifically in fish. I'm a marine mycologist by training, and I'm going to work with mostly the people doing ocean and marine stuff.
And Tarun?
Hi everyone, I'm a PhD student in the neuroscience department at Caltech. And in our lab, we study fruit fly flight behavior. So in general, I have a background in computer vision for tracking animals and have done some projects tracking insects, ants on video data. So I will be doing some marine stuff as well over the course of in the summer at Mbari. So yeah, I think I'll just be generally helping for detection and counting projects of animals.
Awesome. Manuel?
Hi, I'm Manuel. I'm a PhD student at ETH Zurich, currently working on computer vision for food safety, which means quality estimation and defect detection on harvested fruits and vegetables. Currently visiting researcher at Caltech, and so I will be here throughout the summer. So I'm happy that I can join this summer workshop and support you guys. And yeah, also have some experience with remote sensing and generative modeling. So I'm working in the group with Bjorn.
Awesome. And I don't, Surya, I think couldn't join at this time. Surya, interrupt me if you're actually here. I can't parse all the people, but okay. Surya is also a graduate student at Caltech who also has some background in computer vision. Awesome. So if we're not completely snookered on intros, I think it'd be really great to go through all of the students. And I want very briefly your name, where you're from. So that's like institution, I guess, like where you're located now. And like 1-2 sentence description of the project you're going to be working on at the summer workshop. So I'm just going to try and go in order. So Michael, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Michael. I am a wildlife research scientist at the University of Washington in Seattle. I will hopefully be working on a predator detection algorithm that can be programmed onto satellite-linked camera traps for real-time notification of predators in areas of high potential conflict. So like agriculture or high recreation areas. Yeah, super excited to be here.
And Nathaniel Rinlob is another student who wasn't able to make the meeting today because he's in the field, but he's also working on real-time satellite-based camera trap stuff. So the two of you will hopefully have lots to work on together. Alba?
Hi, I'm Alba. I'm from Spain, and I'm working in mammals classification. My region is the south of Spain, and it's called Berian zone. So it's mammals from that region.
Awesome. Jarrett?
Hi, I'm Jarrett. I'm a final year PhD student at the University of British Columbia, and my project will be focused on combining DNA embedded barcoding and image data to classify terrestrial invertebrates in bulk.
Magali. Oh, muted, sorry. Always at least one.
Of course, I'm muted. So I'm Magali, I'm postdoc in Sweden, based in Sweden, and I will work on the classification of age classes and sex in moose and hopefully also other ungulates from camera trap images.
Awesome. Cara?
Hi, I'm Kara. I'm a PhD student at Oregon State University, and I also work with the U.S. Forest Service, mostly on a bioacoustics project with spotted owls. But for this, I'm hoping to train a species ID model for wildlife from camera traps in the Pacific Northwest region.
Awesome. Christian?
Hi, I'm a fellow at Stony Brook University, incoming faculty at University of Wisconsin. My project's going to be on developing a CNN for semantic segmentation of Adelie penguin guano and Landsat imagery in Antarctica.
Awesome. Congratulations on your faculty job.
Yeah, thanks.
How about Nia or Naya?
It is Naya.
Okay.
I'm Naya. I'm coming from UMass Amherst, and my project will be tracking circadian patterns and locomotor behavior in Malawi cichlids.
Cool. Ines.
Hi, I'm Ines. I have a small sole proprietorship company, and I recently graduated last year from my PhD. And I will be working on albatrosses sounds collected directly on the birds. And so trying to find out the different types of calls throughout hours longs of recordings. And also I'm interested in detecting boat sounds as well within those recordings.
It says M Getz, and I can't remember off the top of my head what your first name is, so you're gonna have to.
Hey folks, my name is Michael. I'm a master's student at Wayne State in Corvallis, and I'm working on automated bumblebee imaging using camera traps.
Cool. And Ben?
Hi everyone, I'm a PhD student at University College London here in the UK. My project will be on coral reef soundscape ecology, hopefully developing unsupervised source separation techniques, something along those lines.
Very cool. Chris.
Hi, I'm a PhD student from UNSW in Sydney, Australia, and I'm hoping to look at identifying habitat in the background of recreational fish photos, like photos from iNaturalist. So yeah, looking at detecting things like kelp and yeah, mapping and classifying habitat.
Awesome. Vinicius.
Hi, I'm Vinicius. I'm a PhD student at the University of California, Santa Cruz, and I'll be working on classifying images of sinking marine particles in the ocean to try to estimate how much carbon they bury to the deep ocean.
Cool. Martin?
Me, I guess, right, Sarah?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, I'm Martin Marzidošek. I'm from Slovenia, from Jože Stefan Institute. I'm a PhD student here at like in information communication technology. I'll be working on classifying phytoplankton to understand better the community structure of it, and also based on size and also by volume of the phytoplankton, which is very important for a functioning ecosystem and like algal blooms and so on.
Awesome. Jess?
Yes, hi, sorry. I'm Jess. I'm like Chris, I'm also from UNSW. I'm doing a PhD trying to automatically identify species from camera trap images.
Awesome. And Kira, I think you're the last one.
Kara, actually, and forgive me, I'm attending this meeting sick in bed. But I'm from the San Diego Zoo, and I'm hoping to be working on unsupervised clustering for animal re-identification.
Awesome. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Okay, so a bit of logistics, and then we're going to jump into our breakout groups. So first, if anybody is not already on the CV4Ecology Slack, make sure that you do join that Slack channel. Please reach out to us if you need that. I'll post this link in the chat, or no, that's not going to be easy to do, but maybe someone else can, one of the other instructors. That's mostly the way that we're going to be communicating with everyone. Sort of in the next, we do have an email list if we need to send out emails to everybody, but mostly communicating within your subgroups and everything, all of that's going to happen on Slack. So please make sure to join the Slack. Okay, so the next thing is with travel visas. We provide a letter of invitation for students that need a visa. And so if you do need a visa letter, please email the CV4Ecology email at Caltech, and Caroline will work with you to help make sure you have that visa. And I think one of the important things to note is that this is it's a workshop. It's more like a conference officially for like visa reasons than a school. So you wouldn't be applying for a student visa sponsored by Caltech. You'd be applying for basically a business visitor visa to attend this conference.
And I'm just going to note real quickly, for EU, they do ETSA, so they will not need a visa letter. So you'll need to, I will basically send it to anybody who asks, but I don't think you really need one for the ET for EU.
Yeah, but so if you have any questions about the visa process or anything, definitely email. And we just want to make sure that everyone starts that process if they need to do it as soon as possible, because we did have one student last year who wasn't able to get a visa in time, which was a bummer.
As soon as possible means today, basically.
Yes.
We don't want to run risks of people being left behind.
Okay, so logistics while you're at Caltech this summer. So we are reserving accommodations. Actually, for various Caltech reasons, all the students will be in Caltech dorms for the first 2 weeks, and then moving to a nearby hotel for the last week. And all the students will be in double occupancy, non-smoking rooms. Basically all rooms in the US are non-smoking. But so if there's any accommodations you need, or if like there's a reason that double occupancy won't work for you, please let us know so we can make sure your needs are met. And we'll be collecting some information to try to match roommates soon. And then food while at the summer school during the week is provided. Basically everyone gets a Caltech meal card, and you go and use your meal card. It's based on a per diem rate, which we found last year ended up being probably more than people really needed, but it's sort of a standard thing. So I think a lot of people still used those meal cards on the weekends and were perfectly fine kind of covering all of their food for the time they were at the school. And we don't cover travel, but once you've booked your travel, please let us know the details for our records. And Carolyn will send out after this we have some travel information, basically just recommendations of like what airports to fly into. Getting across Los Angeles can actually be like a huge pain. So from LAX, if you're flying internationally, you'll probably land at LAX to Pasadena, can be annoying. And so we can try to arrange like people sort of carpooling, or we can give you information about how to take the train for sure. So if you have any other questions about logistics, please also email us or ping us on Slack. I'm sure if you have a question, someone else might have it too. So feel free to ask questions directly on the Slack, and we can try to answer for multiple people at once. So please let us know if anything changes about your ability to attend the school. We still have a waiting list, an active waiting list for the program. So if something does come up, oh, you need to do a field season, like who knows, please let us know. If you're already located in Los Angeles or locally, so you're not planning to use the provided housing or food, also let us know. And then again, like I said, if you have any accommodation or mobility needs or like learning needs, let us know sooner rather than later. We do plan out 2 different field trips sort of on the weekends during the course to sort of local conservation technology projects to sort of see some of the different things that are happening in Southern California. And so if you have specific mobility needs, I'd like to know so that we can make sure that those are all accessible to everyone. And yes, again, with stuff like local ground transportation, please let us know on Slack or anything. We'll definitely share this out. Also, it's very hot in Los Angeles in August. So just a heads up, don't bring a parka, like it'll be warm. You will be walking, I guess, to and from the hotel, but the way we schedule everything, you're usually walking either sort of earlier in the morning or later in the afternoon where it's not too boiling, hopefully.
Sarah, I have a question that may be on the mind of some students. Maybe you mentioned it. What about health insurance? What do people do? Oh, right. Yeah. So the school can't, like, it's a workshop. We can't provide health insurance. But definitely this is something that I think there are different options. So, I mean, if you're traveling, if you have health insurance and you're traveling in from outside the US, I think that there is coverage that's available. But yes, definitely make sure you have health insurance in the US while you're here. And we can sort of talk through, I don't off the top of my head know all the different options, but I do know that most of the international students were covered by their insurance back home. There's just some complexity. But if you're not from the US, you might be less familiar with the pretty messed up health insurance systems here. So you do want to make sure, just double check that you do have health insurance while you're in the US for 3 weeks. Yeah, thank you, Pietro, for bringing that up. That's definitely important. Okay, awesome. So we're going to, oh yeah, Jim says there's a wave and windsurfing club. There's also, yeah, there's a Caltech surfing club. There's a pretty nice, the Caltech YMCA, you can rent camping gear from. So if you want to go camping in the national forest on the weekends, we can set up fun things. You guys are all on Slack, so you can plan fun stuff together. Okay, cool. So we have these initial meetings. These are your breakout rooms. So I'm going to make 4 breakout rooms, and I want you guys to sort yourselves accordingly. And then in those breakout rooms, this is what you're going to be doing. I'll copy this maybe into the Slack, but you want to make sure everyone's on Slack. You want to make a group Slack channel, so like a subgroup Slack channel where you can be discussing things. You want to schedule your sort of next meeting, and those can be either asynchronous check-ins or actual meetings. Each group can sort of figure out what's going to work best for them. And then we're going to go around, and each student is going to give an overview of their current data status. So since you submitted your application, has anything changed about your data? How is your labeling going? Where are you at now with what's labeled? And also a bit of a self-assessment of just like Python readiness. Like, how comfy do you feel with Python? And so if you're not feeling comfy with Python, we definitely want to point you to a bunch of resources to get you to the point where you are plenty comfy with Python when we start, so that you can make progress quickly and iterate quickly. Okay, so let me make these breakout rooms. Okay.
And then, Sarah, should I stop recording?
Yeah, probably.